Bushveld rain frog in distress, because it's a pretty easy frog sound to do, and it goes like this. Hope you all are not all deafened. The Bushveld rain frog. Those of you who have perhaps ever listened to the frog calls by, is it Trevor Carnaby that does them? Can't remember now. But Brent has got a collection of all of the frog calls, and we occasionally, because we're cool like that, instead of listening to music, occasionally when we're driving through Kruger or something like that, we play frog calls and try and guess what they are. But each one starts off with the announcement of the name and the Latin name, and it's always in a complete monotone. The Bushveld rain frog. The Bushveld rain frog. And so on. And then there's the bubbling casina, which really does sound like a bubble, and it's sort of, I bet that Brian would be far better at this than I would be, but it sort of goes, oh, I can't do it now, my lips are too dry. I can't do it. No. Nope, the bubbling casino was a total failure, but it sounds like a bubble popping. Much like the sort of, almost like the champagne cork pop of the black-bellied bustard. And then there's the tremolo sand frogs that go... and so on. So there you go. Jamie's frog call impressions. There's lots, I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but as soon as I hear them, I would know. Oh, and then wait. And then we've got the odded toad. It goes... endlessly, monotonously, and then you get several of them together going... And of course, each and every frog, now that I've considerably embarrassed myself... Wait, before I go into this, Dave, do you want to give your best frog impression?
Oh, I don't. I couldn't stand up to that.
You say you couldn't stand up to that? You could just go, Gribbit. Gribbit? What I was going to say was...
Overnight, for one of my favorite frog calls, a very beautiful frog called the banded rubber frog. And what I'll do is I'll do my impression of its call, and then I'll play you its call, and you can decide how close I am. So the call goes something like this. I think that was pretty good. What do you think, Brian?
Pretty good.
It was pretty good. Okay, now let's see what the real call sounds like from a recorded one. Rubber frogs, there we go. Banded rubber frog. Let's switch off. I'll do mine in the quiet as well now. And this is what he really sounds like. Now I've got to put my microphone in my hat. It was a bit too deep.
You need a high pitch. Even higher than that.
I don't think I can. Quick link to Jamie.